Good day, everyone. This is Laura Miller here with another Sheen magazine exclusive. I'm here with Kiyauna Coney, the owner of Pots and Honey, and we're going to dig into some amazing things about her product line and her business, and why we have a whole revolution going on right now. And excuse my language, but it is very important to the subject. Therefore, it is okay to say. Thank you, Kiana, for joining. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, so for those of you that are watching that are unfamiliar with Pots of Honey, ladies, Kiana is getting the girls together for us. No more saggy boobs, no more strapless bras that are like choking your rib cage and your back. We got tape and it is black owned, okay? So Kiana, can you tell me, I want to kind of visualize the process for you and how you got started in Pots of Honey from the start of the initial process.
For me personally, I don't like bras. Like I walk out the house without a bra on and I don't care what anybody say. Like I don't like bras.
Yes.
So one day I was just sitting and I'm just like, I know if it's me feeling this way, it's other people out here that feel the same. So I saw it and I prayed. I'm like, God, look, I'm finna invest what it is I got into figuring this out. And I did it. And that's how I got started.
Yes, and one thing that I love about your line that's different from a lot of rescue tapes and boob tapes is one, it provides more coverage. And normally they have those ones with, I'm sorry, y'all, first, I'm going to be touching my chest area a couple of times in this conversation because that's what happens when you talk about boobs. Anyway, so I know for me, I've been in instances where I had to get that, rescue tape with the boob rescue, and it was just a giant cup, and I had to take it and hope I didn't sweat too much, and it wasn't very durable. And then depending on how tight the dress or the outfit was, you could still kind of see a resemblance of the actual shape of the product. So the thing that I like about yours is it gives more coverage, and it's not visible in that way. So when it came to the construction of the tape, what were you thinking in that process?
For me, I was thinking about the whole, but also I know everybody got their experiences when it comes to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted it to be simple where I can guide them and show them, or they can guide their stuff because everybody's breast is different.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very important for me. You know what? Let's just do the script. Let's just do the role compared to shaping it out for them because nobody's breast is the same.
Exactly. And so these each tape in your brand is one size fits all, right? It doesn't matter what size you are.
Yeah. I offer a 5 millimeter roll and a 10 one.
Mm-hmm.
The big size is the 10, and that's the length of it. Both products, both sizes, it does the same thing, but to make everybody feel comfortable, because they looking like, wait, how's this small roll is gonna fit on my big breast?
Mm-hmm.
So I a wider length to make everybody happy and comfortable with purchasing.
So I'm assuming the first one you designed for yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what made you decide to incorporate and give it to the world and save all of our breasts?
Because everybody need it. Everybody need it. I see so many posters about people complaining about having big breasts. I'm like, look, having big breasts is it. Like, yeah, we have our moments where we just like, but look, we got a solution.
Yeah.
We got breasts.
So for the B cup and under ladies, there's room for you in Pots of Honey as well. Because I mean, let's be honest, like the shape and development of the size of your breast can vary, like you said. But in conjunction with that, oftentimes we all want to go braless in certain outfits and certain looks. So it's wonderful that you do offer two different product sizes for the role because, like you said, depending on where you land in, you might be able to kind of get more from the smaller angle than you could from the larger angle. So that's awesome. So is it reusable?
No, it's not. Once applied on the skin, it will not stick. It's not reusable.
That's actually good because the reusable ones pick up lint. You got to rewash them. You rewash them, and sometimes they don't stick no more. I like that. And if we are talking about, okay, so since you started the product and since you incorporated your business, how's it going? How's it working out?
Oh, every day I literally have to thank God for it, because when I first started out, we'd be so caught up with wanting family and friends to support us, and it may bring us down like, oh my God, this not working out. But I'm glad that when I approached this, I approached it differently, because the amount of support that I get, like I be having to keep from crying because I expected it, but when it really happened, you just like, whoa, like
Yeah.
this is really amazing. So I can say so far, we just hit our 1 year mark of being in business. It have been amazing. We have our
Mhm.
bumps, where everything may not be good, something may go wrong, but
It's a business. It happens.
yeah, it's been really amazing. I'm really thankful.
Yes. So you mentioned something that was really important, and I think that the viewers should definitely take a special note on. What Kiyauna said was, oftentimes when you start something or you start the development process, you're looking for support from internal, like family unit, familiar people around you. And sometimes that doesn't necessarily happen, but judging from Pots of Honey's 10,000 plus followers and the reviews that I've seen personally on Instagram, the people love it. Was it a challenge for you to kind of come to that understanding initially? Was like, okay, you know what? I really want my first cousin to be like buying 10 rolls, but she's not. Was that an issue for you? How did you overcome that, if it was?
Um, Actually, it wasn't, and it wasn't a problem for me because I had another business, a printing business, like doing shirts, cups, blankets, and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. I had another business, so I dealt with those emotions already. So when I say, you know what, I'm gonna start this, and that mind process is gonna be different.
Mm-hmm.
And when I changed my mind process, it was like people that I don't know coming out of nowhere supporting me. Then I say, you know what? This feels great than sitting in sorrow. Oh, don't nobody in my family or my friends want to support me. So it's been working out so far.
So, as a business owner, I want to talk about the first time you looked at your business account and you saw over $1,000 worth of sales. Can you walk me through that process? Because I want to kind of get into the understanding. I think a lot of times when people think about opening a business, it's like, back in the day, they would have their first dollar sold. But we live in a capitalistic society, and $1 don't hit as much as 1,000. So I want to kind of talk about how you felt when you reached your $1,000 mark.
But I'm still broke. But when I hit that 1,000, I said, okay, if I can hit that 1,000, then maybe I can hit 2,000.
Mm-hmm.
And when I made my first 1,000, I went back, and it was just like motivation to keep going. I was like, wait, if I hit 1,000, oh, I need to go invest in some more product. I need to figure out some marketing. Like, I didn't see it as it's 1,000 in my pocket. Like, I'm gonna go buy a bag or some hair. Or I saw it as reinvesting it back into my business and to keep going.
See, I like Kiyauna because she's got the idea that you're supposed to have when you run a business. All of your profit is not for you to pocket.
Right.
Most of it is not. Sometimes you run into instances where you'll pay yourself back and you'll be like, oh, I paid myself $150. Like, it's really not, you're not really paying yourself that much. So you're my Miami native, right?
Yes.
So my initial question was when I found out and learned about your line, I was thinking, well, how was Kiyauna making money during quarantine because we couldn't go outside? So who is buying tape?
You would be surprised because, like people were saying, outside gonna open up soon.
That's right.
And then not only that, it's perfect to wear to work also. You ever been at work and you just like, oh my God, I can't wait to get in my car and take this bra off. You
Yes.
ain't got to do that. You could just put on your breast tape and go on about your day and have a nice day at work. So it was convenient. Like, I know when people think breast tape, like it's not really needed, but It really is, because bras make your back hurt. When you
Mm-hmm.
have on breast tape, it's still supporting your breast, but it ain't making your back hurt.
Yes, I
And
agree.
then,
Because, I was in that situation last week. I had a meeting. It was a Saturday morning. And of course, I have a meeting. So I'm talking to someone that does not live in my house. So I had to put a bra on, and it was so tight because I gained weight in quarantine. So everything that I have is just tight now. So I'm like, I just really want to take this bra off. And you think about it, you can't take it off, and you got nipple issues and all that. So I know that people in business who have Zoom meetings, even in quarantine, that are still staying in place as it relates to their work, the benefit to being in the Zoom all day, not wanting to wear a bra and feel that restriction. So I can definitely see how impactful that is. Like, you're right, people going to buy it. Because in my, I think oftentimes we think, when you have rescue tape on, or you have something like Pots of Honey products on, you got to be wearing a plunge neckline dress or a shirt or something like that, and you got to be going to turn up. You don't necessarily have to, the way Kiyauna explained it. So that's pretty amazing.
no,
And
I have on right now, and I'm sitting on my couch.
see, I gotta get, girl. I need to get some right now. Also, I wanted to talk about the colors. So I noticed on your website, on your Instagram page, that you had multiple different shades for the products. So can you talk about those?
Yes, I offer 5 different shades. It starts from a lighter color to a darker color. Like, yes, everybody's skin is different, but
Mhm.
it's different shades that you can use. But like I tell everybody, like, no matter what shade you get, it's going to be perfectly fine, because in reality, the tape is not going to be showed.
Mhm. That's fair. Now, for what about the people who um are unfamiliar with tape and they don't know how to apply it? Do you offer services of assistance for those type of people?
We offer video chat. We offer video chat because if you never used breast tape before, and I could be like, hey, I have videos on my website, you may still be confused. And
Mhm.
I never want anybody to feel like they wasted their money on a product, or I never want someone to, oh, this product doesn't work. You know what? We're not going to do that. Let's have a video chat with each other. I'm going to show you how to apply it. I'm going to show you on my breast. And if you feel comfortable, you can do it on your breast, and we're going to get it together. We're going to work it out. Because I want you to have a braless days just like I'm having.
Yes. A braless revolution. It's almost like women's live of the 60s back in the 2020s. Okay, we are out here. Yes. So, one of the most important things that I wanted to discuss with you, and I think that we have to actually dive into this, the name, Pots of Honey. I think about Winnie the Pooh with a face full of honey to the face. How did you come to that name for your brand?
One day, me and my best friend was talking, and I was telling her, like, look, I really want to do this. I was like, help me come up with a name. And she was like, honey pots. Like, yo, pots is your honey. When guys first see you, that's the first thing that they looking at. Like, that's our honey right there.
Mm-hmm. I
So
love
that's
that.
how I came up with the name Pots of Honey.
It's so cute because you know what? You just made me feel better to be a boob girl because I don't have, you know, I'm not dragging wagon. So it's important that these D cups are on full display. And people be like, girl, you're not a D cup, oh, believe it, because my bras fit properly. Don't get it confused. Sometimes we need a lift too, and gravity is a thing. So, like you said, even if it's something where you just sit in the house and you just want more coverage, oftentimes bras don't even always offer the lift that you want without adding the additional padding, right?
Mhm.
Because you can dupe people in that situation, right? You find women, they got the water bras on or they got the double padded bras, and it gets to grown up time and they're sending out a different message. At least
Yeah.
in this instance, you can lift and not take away from the essence of who you actually are. So this is a very good message that I think you guys probably didn't expect, because I started the conversation saying, did he really love, right? And so if people are interested in purchasing your product, how do they get to you? How can they reach you?
You can follow us on Instagram at Pots of Honey with 2 Y's at the end. And our website is www.potsofhoney.com.
So again, you
And
heard it.
yes, we reply to DMs.
Yes, I've seen it on her Instagram page, on the Pots of Honey Instagram page. She's replying to DMs.
Because we like talking to customers. We not, oh, you got
Yeah.
to, we reply back to both really, really fast. You know, communication is everything. That's good customer service. And if you don't communicate with your customers, that's not good.
So before we go, I wanted to know, as far as your background, you mentioned that you had another business prior, like a screening business with t-shirts and things like that. What would you say gives you this customer focused acumen in your business? Because this is we oftentimes find that people in businesses will just, peddle a product and, pay and ship, and that's it. Why was it super important for you to incorporate the communication aspect of this?
I worked a 9 to 5. I work in a job. I was a supervisor. I know what it's like to see management give horrible customer service. And for me, I look at lessons and I'm just like, nah, I'm not gonna apply that in my business. Like, nah, your customers matter, because without them, like, you ain't got no money to help anybody else out, like, or give back.
Mm-hmm. That's
So,
facts. I remember watching or going to some work function, and they were talking about the structure of a business, and they related it to a pyramid. Typically with businesses, customers are at the bottom of the pyramid. And this particular company wanted to flip it to put customers at the top of focus. And then, profit, marketability, et cetera, go towards the bottom, because, like you said, one bad review goes 5 times faster than one good review.
yep.
So I think that it's important, and Kiyauna should be supported in this business for that reason, because people really forget that people matter here. So I love that. I think that's wonderful. So what's next for Pots of Honey? What are we gonna do next? Is there something on the horizon that you want to share with us? Like, the tape is enough, but what's after that?
We just released a body and clothing double-sided tape. It's a lifesaver. No more slip outs. It's easy to use. It's the most amazing thing ever. So we just released that like 3 days ago. And then you need to follow us on Instagram to see what's next, because we're not stopping.
Oh, yes, I love it. So if you had to provide or share a mantra that fuels you to keep you innovative and focused on your business, what is one thing that you say to yourself that kind of keeps you going every day?
Welcome to where the impossible becomes possible. I say that every day. That keeps me going.
That's wonderful. That's beautiful. Well, I'm going to wrap up. Kiyauna, again, I thank you so much for joining me today. Don't leave the call. But for everybody that's watching, again, thank you so much for joining. My name is Laura Miller, here in Sheen Magazine, with the Sheen Magazine exclusive with the Pots of Honey founder, Kiyauna Coney. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment leave a comment to let us know how you like this interview. And of course, head on over to potsofhoney.com and Pots of Honey on Instagram to get to know more about this tape. And y'all come on and get into this food revolution, because it's going down. It's a hot girl summer. It's a Vax girl summer. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.